Hi there, welcome to Summer Camp Yoga. I'm JoJo and I will be leading you in multiple sessions of yoga. If you're brand new to yoga or if you've practiced yoga before, either way, this is a great place for you. I will be teaching you the basics of yoga, the terminology of some of the basic poses, as well as some breathing exercises, and all in all, a way to feel better in your body, in mind and spirit. Yoga is a beautiful practice that helps the overall health of the body, and hopefully you will feel amazing by the end of each session. Just some basic things to get started to let you know throughout these sessions. It is not necessary to get yourself a yoga mat. However, if you want to get one, that's great. But as you can see, I don't even have my yoga mat down right now. I'm just using my carpet here. And also, you don't have to have any fancy workout outfits. Just grab something comfortable and make sure you bring a water bottle to each session so that you can stay hydrated throughout the time. Each video will be about 20 to 30 minutes long, and hopefully by the end of the sessions you will feel, again, healthier in your body and more educated on what it is to practice yoga. So let's get started. Let's first start in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. You can do this on the floor, cross-legged like this. You can sit on a chair or on your bed, or you can even sit up on your knees if that feels best for you. I'm going to choose to sit cross-legged. And to begin, let's close our eyes. We're just going to focus on our breath. Yoga is a huge portion of studying the breath and how it moves in your body. So just take a couple deep breaths here. Being still. Let's try to remove any distractions you might have. Keeping your eyes closed. Try not to think about anything that is ahead of you after this practice or anything that was behind you today that might have been bothersome. Just let all of that go and focus on this very moment and your breath right now. If you choose, you can put your hands just right under your rib cage. As you do this, you can feel your diaphragm expanding out and in. Now let's just take one big deep inhale. Notice those rib cage will expand out. And then exhale with your mouth open. Do this a couple times. As you're breathing out, you'll notice that out breath sounds a little bit like the ocean. Pretend, if you would like, that you're at the ocean, creating the sound of the waves and the water. As we move throughout our practice, if you notice your mind wandering, your thoughts going away from what is you're feeling in your body, come back to your breath and find that big deep inhale and exhale. With your eyes closed, let's release your hands if you had those around your rib cage. And on the inhale, we're going to rise our hands up to the sky. Big deep inhale and big exhale, arms down. This is just creating movement with our breath. Notice how your body is feeling in this moment. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Do that a couple more times through. Inhale, up, and exhale. Down. One more time. Inhale up and exhale, arms down. Again, keeping your eyes closed. Let's just on the inhale, take your gaze to the right. You're going to feel a nice stretch on the left side of your neck. Just hold that here and breathe. And then move the gaze over to the left. Again, keep breathing. And bringing your gaze forward and dropping your head down. Tuck your chin to your chest. Looking down to the ground. Keep your breathing. You're feeling a nice stretch on that back, neck muscles. We tend to hold a lot of stress and tension in our neck and shoulders, so this is a good way to start your day. You first wake up just with some nice gentle shoulder rolls and neck massages. Take your gaze up to the sky now. Chin to the sky, head back. Beautiful. Now head back to neutral. Eyes are still closed. We're trying to take away any distractions of our day. Maybe the lights are bright around us, or there's people in the background while you're doing this. Whatever it is, with those eyes closed, you can fully be in tune with your body and your breathing. Now let's take our gaze. What we're going to do is roll our head and neck. So take our gaze over to the right, chin to the right, and do big neck circles to the left. All the way up and around. And again, do this 5 times through on your own breath. You might hear some popping and cracking. That is okay, that is normal. It's just your muscles releasing the tension there. Keep your breathing. Okay, once you've done it 5 times through, now let's go the opposite way with our head. Real nice, big, deep shoulder rolls. Again, let's do this 5 times. Beautiful. One more time through. And let's all meet with our head in neutral position. Opening our eyes. Let's now begin by creating some more movement in our body. Taking our hands, moving over to what is a tabletop position. Taking your hands, splaying them out as wide as you possibly can. Each finger, a big star. Your knees are going to be directly under your hips. Let's move our hips just back and forth real gently here. This is awakening our hips, our spine, sending fluid to our spine in positive ways. Just back and forth real gentle. You can make some nice big hip circles over to the left. Real gentle. Or if you want to speed it up, you can speed it up. It's your practice. And then over to the opposite side. Just awakening our whole body here. And meeting back in our tabletop position. Let's notice what your back is doing. Let's create a flat surface on your back as if it's a table. sucking in your belly, engaging your core muscles. Let's do that breathing 3 times through in this position. Beautiful. Now on the inhale, we're going to drop our stomach, push our tailbone up towards the sky, our gaze goes up towards the sky, creating an upside down rainbow with our spine up to the sky. This is called cow. And then releasing, exhale, your neck down, rounding out your back, just like you would have like a Halloween cat. Gaze goes towards your stomach. And then inhale, out, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, rounding out your spine. Inhale, we're going to do this 3 more times through. And exhale, round that spine. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. 1 more time. Inhale, cow, and exhale to cat. Now what we're going to do, let's meet our big toes together. Splay your knees out towards a V and push yourself back, your hips back towards your feet, just like that. Dropping your chest, extending your arms out as much as you can above your head. Standing nice, dropping your forehead to the floor. This is called child's pose position. The child's pose position is available anytime during the day. I love this, I love this position. It helps relieve anxiety. If you're feeling anxious over something, try to find yourself in this position. It also detoxes and helps with digestion. So even for 5 minutes a day, doing this pose is a beautiful pose to help maintain a healthy body and mind. So you can stay here this entire practice if you want. It feels so beautiful. Otherwise, on your next inhale, coming right back up to that tabletop position, and we're going to drop our hips down to the floor and gaze forward. This is upward facing dog. Beautiful way for stretching out the stomach muscles, stretching out your lower back, helping you have a healthier spine. And then on your next exhale, let's push right back into that child's pose position again. And we're going to do this 5 times through with the movement of our breath now. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, child's pose. 1 more time. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, child's pose, and hold here. Notice your body, you might start to feel some warmth, and maybe even starting to feel your heart rate go up. This is awesome for you. This is a great first step in our yoga practice. inhale back up to tabletop. With that neutral spine. Then we're going to do an inhale, left arm up to the sky, and we're going to do thread the needle. So take your left hand, tuck it underneath, drop your left shoulder down to the floor, and hold. Inhale back to tabletop and do that opposite side. So right arm reaches up to the sky. Thread that right arm through, dropping the right shoulder down to the floor. Forehead down to the floor. And hold here. This is a nice easy twist, simple to do. And twists are beautiful for detoxing your body and your liver. It's beautiful to do every single day. Hold here and breathe. Inhale back up to tabletop. And we're going to push back, tuck your toes. We're going to push back into our first downward facing dog. Tuck your toes and push your hips. Shoot them up towards the sky, stretching your legs out. If you can't straighten them fully, if that's too much on your hamstrings or your calf muscles, that's okay to keep your knees bent. Otherwise, you can straighten your legs. You can try to push your heels towards the ground. Again, if you cannot do that, that is totally fine. Just notice your body. Don't push too hard to where there's any pain. Drop your head back towards your chest and make sure you're breathing. A little shaking is normal. Let's make some movement with our downward facing dog. Pedaling out our heels, bending one knee and then the other. On our next inhale, we're going to raise those heels up towards the sky, walk our feet towards our hands, and just meet into our first forward fold. Dropping your head, dropping all that stress out down to the ground. You can choose to grab a hold of your elbows here and rock back and forth in a ragdoll. Otherwise, hold here. Try not to hyperextend your knees. Keep a micro bend in them just a tad so we're not overexerting our knees and causing an injury there. Make sure you're breathing. Interlace our fingers behind our back, and we're going to do a nice stretch for our chest. So once your hands are interlaced, if you can reach those hands up towards the sky, dropping your head once more, holding there, and do a nice little sway back and forth if that feels right. Beautiful. Release those hands back down to the ground and take a nice big bend in your knees, meeting your knees, your feet onto the ground. Taking your hips back down towards your feet, raising up. We're going to take our shoulders up, out, back, just rolling. Oh, there's a nice pop in my shoulders and back. really opening up that chest even more. Now let's interlace those fingers just as we had in our forward fold. Let's fold forward here for another chest fold. Forehead goes down to the ground. Release those hands back down. I'm going to swing our hips, our feet forward, and find your way back onto your backs. I'm going to do a couple bridge poses. So with your feet planted to the ground and your knees bent, hands, palms to face the ground, elbows remain on the floor. On the inhale, you're going to lift your hips up to the sky and hold there. Just building some strength in your quad muscles, your glutes. Keep your gaze towards the sky and exhale all the way back down. We're going to do a nice flow of this 5 times through. So on your inhale, hips up towards the sky. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hips up. Exhale. Inhale, hips up, exhale, back down, inhale, hips up, exhale, back down. You might notice that you feel some burning. We got one more through. Inhale, hips up, and exhale, back down. Now let's take our feet and we're going to touch them together, bringing our knees out into what's like a butterfly position, dropping your knees and just hold here. Feels real nice after doing those. Now let's bring our knees back towards one another. On the inhale, lift your feet up off the floor. Notice your toes. Make sure you can see your toes just slightly above your knees. Let's take your hands out to a T position, your arms and your hands, and we're going to drop our knees over to the left. This is a nice, beautiful twist. Gaze goes over to the right, so also help open those chest muscles. Inhale those knees right back up, and we're going to drop them over to the right this time. Gaze goes over to the left, and hold here. Inhale those knees right back up and drop your feet back down to the ground, extending your legs out. Take a nice big inhale, reach your arms up over your head, stretch as long as you can in your body. And exhale, your arms down. On your next inhale, let's bring our feet back up. We're going to pull our legs in, holding them with a nice tuck, rocking back and forth on that lower back and spine, rolling that out. And let's move into our happy baby. So happy baby, we're going to shoot our feet up towards the sky, open up our legs, and try to grab hold of either the outer portion of your foot or your big toe. If that is too much for you, you can even take a hold of the back of your calves, making what looks like what a little baby would look like on the floor with their feet, holding onto their feet. Bringing your knees towards the ground. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in your inner thighs and your hips. You can make some movement with this happy baby, rolling back and forth on your spine. If you'd like to stretch one leg out and then the other for some more stretch of those hamstrings, you can. And let's bring our feet back, our legs back together. We're going to take 3 nice rolls up to a seated position. So 1, 2, and 3. And let's meet in that seated, comfortable seated position that we started at the beginning of this class. Let's close our eyes one more time and notice how we feel now in our body. Notice how your breathing is. Relax your jaw, relax your face muscles, that spot right in between your eyebrows, relax that down. Do one more shoulder roll, up, out, down. Nice tall spine. Thank yourself for showing up today. Notice that yoga really isn't about doing complicated poses, but it's about finding yourself internally, seeing how you're feeling, trying to allow your stress of anything that you have go for these moments, providing nourishment for your body by breathing. Thank yourself for showing up in gratefulness. When we have gratefulness for ourselves and for one another, we shine even brighter to the world. In closing, let's bring our hands to get palms together, hands towards our chest, bow your head, sending out peace to you. May you all feel better in your body and have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.